inside the warm State Champs studios now. Don't even think of touching that dial. We are all football the rest of the program. But right now, time to announce our 2015 Hungry Howie's Mr. Football Final Four. Now, if you listen to our State Champs radio show Friday night, we told you who they were. Just so you know, our final show of the year, a special state finals edition of State Champs Radio, this Friday night from 10 to 11 p.m. on Detroit Sports 105.1. You can download the app to listen on your phone or tablet, or just listen live on the website, DetroitSports1051.com. Tom Markowski is here. And Tom, before we disappoint some and thrill others, talk about in general the talent we saw on the football field this season from those in the race this year.
Well, it was an unusual year, Lauren. There was only really one running back that had a chance. That was Martell Pettaway out of King. They were mostly quarterbacks, defensive backs, and receivers. But what they all had in common, they're all super athletes.
The criteria we use to select our Final Four on our Mr. Football candidate is on your screen now. We have a group of 7 representatives from the State Champs Sports Network who weigh in on all of this. We had a great debate on all of our categories and the guys themselves. Here is the Final Four. Number 1, the winner of the online vote, automatically in the Final Four, has a 20% advantage over everyone else to win the whole thing. That is Waterford Mott's dynamic two-way standout, 8,719 votes, Des Fitzpatrick.
Well, Des did a great job on the field, too, getting those votes. He was a great two-way player, 50 tackles on defense, 58 receptions on offense, 19 touchdown passes. I had a chance to see him. Great route runner.
Absolutely. He's got a big future. Number 2, from West Bloomfield High School, another defensive and offensive star, Tristan Jackson.
Well, he made his mark as a quarterback, but he also saw time as a receiver, and like you said, he played some defensive back. He was a tremendous runner as a quarterback, 9 touchdowns rushing, had 15 touchdowns passing, really a dynamic player all season long.
Number 3, from the number 1 team in the state, and I hope you're noticing a pattern here, a guy great on both sides of the ball from Detroit King, Donnie Corley.
Well, Donnie was our number 1 player in the preseason. He did not disappoint. He didn't have great stats as a receiver, but at the same time, he did have 43 catches after 12 games, over 1,000 yards. But what I thought, he was the leader of that secondary, had 9 picks.
Number 4, there's no doubt about this was our most difficult decision, but after a vigorous discussion, another guy known for his play on defense as well as on offense, from Lansing Catholic Central, Tony Poljan.
Well, Tony did his mark on both ends. In fact, some coaches I talked to liked him more as a defensive player. 58 tackles this year, really made his mark as a defensive end and a safety. As a quarterback, ran for 24 touchdowns, carried the ball 170 times.
Big shout out to Walled Lake Western's Kyle Thomas, Farmington's David Reese, Farmington Hills Harrison's Khalid Kareem, Muskegon Mona Shore's Hunter Broersma, and Detroit King's Martell Pettaway, and Saline's Josh Jackson. Just know there were great arguments made, good ones, for all of you to be in the Final Four, if not win it. So thank you. Best of luck. Just remember, our goal is to figure out who in our minds is not the best college prospect, but the best high school football player in the state. No matter what they do from here on out, we choose our champion in 2 weeks.